Hello, everyone. Good morning. At least it's morning my time. It is actually almost 12 noon. And I am just going to make sure that I am showing up in all the right places first. I have to click buttons over here and then click buttons over here. And welcome you all. So happy to be here. If you are here live, say hi. If you're showing up later, you're watching the replay, for sure say hi. I see we have people joining on Instagram, and I actually should make sure I show up on Facebook as well. So I'm here today to talk about something that is really a common challenge among farmers, where oftentimes it's two different complaints. It's like we can't sell enough product to get profitable, or other farmers will say we sell out and we're not profitable. So it's two problems, two examples of the same problem that we're going to dive into today. And all of this is in anticipation of Farm Marketing Week, which starts next week, Friday, June 12th. So at any time during or after this masterclass, you can comment masterclass and you'll get an automatic invitation to join free Farm Marketing Week. It's where I'm reviewing farmers' marketing, reviewing their actual marketing and giving them feedback to improve it, to make it work. And why am I qualified to do this? Well, I built my own profitable farm, and then I've been teaching marketing to farmers for over a decade. And the farmers in my program who implement the teaching and coaching I do make many, many, many times more sales and also more profit. So I say that so that you know there are examples out there of farmers who are an example of what's possible for you. You can make money on your farm. Now, you want to be selling direct to consumer. If you're running a commodity farm, that's a little more challenging. It's a lot harder for anyone to make money doing that. But I work with farmers selling direct to consumer, and I have thousands of them who have finally become profitable after years and years of losing money. So losing money in different ways. But today we're going to talk about the one where you're selling out, but you're still broke. And how does this happen? So again, hi, Charlene from Hawaii. Love seeing my friends and clients on here. So if you just found me, my name is Charlotte Smith. I help direct-to-consumer farmers get profitable. I have farmers in my program from every single state in the United States and 15 different countries, because relationship-based marketing is the same no matter where you live in the world, and also no matter what you're selling. If you're selling, I got a guy out here doing my tractor work right now. If you're selling tractor work, it's relationship-based marketing is how you're going to get profitable. If you're selling meat, milk, eggs, flowers, wine, breeding stock, horse training, dog training, all the things, relationship-based marketing is what works in today's world. And that is what I teach, how farmers can get profitable doing that, utilizing online tools. So again, I have huge success. I'm a keynote speaker at many conferences across the country. That is really fun to travel to different parts of the United States and Canada and meet a group of you and teach marketing, whether to a keynote to thousands of people, or sometimes I do organization will have me in to do a whole day of training for 20 or 50 farmers. So I love meeting you and hearing what you're struggling with, and then teaching you what works differently, coaching you, and getting the results of finally selling out and having money left at the end of the season, finally selling and paying yourself. That's a real common problem among farmers, is they'll say they've been farming forever, but they've never paid themselves a paycheck. My farmers learn how to do that. So my clients I teach a program called The Profitable Farmer, learn how to finally pay themselves a paycheck. All right, so let's dive into what's happening with why you can sell out and still not have any money in the bank. Okay, so for years, this was me at the start of my farm before I figured it out. So I would sell out of all my products: meat, milk constantly. We'd raise a batch of chickens, sell out, but we could never get ahead. It was like a hamster wheel. We'd make $1,000 and think, oh, that's wonderful. And the next week we'd get a $1,200 bill, or we'd make $1,500 and get a $2,000 bill. It was, the expenses were always one step ahead of us. And it took me a while to figure that out, but I did. What I thought it meant at the time is, oh, shoot, we didn't raise enough chickens, or we didn't have enough milk. We'd have to get another milk cow because we sold out. There's no money left. We need to do more, right? The problem is, if you sell more of something where you don't have any money left, you're going to scale your work, but you're going to increase your costs and decrease your income. So if you're not making money selling 100 or 1,000 chickens, if you're not making money selling 10,000 chickens, selling more chickens will not work. If you're not making money selling your dahlia bouquets at one farmer's market, selling more dahlia bouquets will not work. Okay. You can't scale your production if it's not profitable to start with. What you scale grows. So if you're already broke, you're going to scale being broke, which means you're going to be broker. You're going to be more broke. So you got to get profitable before you raise more product. But at first, that's what most farmers think, like, oh, shoot, we're not making enough money. We need to grow more. We need to raise more. We need to sell more. Selling more of a product where you're not making money will not make you money. So I learned that skill about the first year, within the first 2 years of running my farm. And so I figured out the hard way how to get profitable. So just know that there is no selling more that fixes not paying yourself right now. We got to fix the right now. Here's the fix. Here's what it is. So also just know that you weren't born knowing this. You have to invest time and probably money in learning how to do this. So here's the shift you're going to have to learn to make, and it's a foundation of everything I teach. Right now, every farmer I meet markets almost the exact same way. They describe their farm, they describe their product, they describe their practices. Like they might say pasture raised, no spray, chemical free, regenerative, organic, local, fresh, right? They're talking about their products, fresh eggs available, fresh dahlias, fresh picked flowers, fresh you cut, beef shares now open. So they're posting all these wonderful pictures of their product. All that is wonderful, but it does not sell. So if you're wondering, I'm posting all these pictures of my products, I'm telling people how they are raised, and still we're not selling enough, or people won't pay the price we need, because that doesn't work. And I know that's a hard truth for people to hear, but customers don't lay awake at night thinking about your farming practices. They don't lay awake at night thinking about, I wonder which farm I should go to that's local or does not use spray. That's not what people think about. We think about all day long, we think about our problems. My life is too busy. My kids are not eating healthy enough. What do I need to do to fix my family? That's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about their own problems. And so if you're talking about your stuff and you're not talking about their problems, they won't connect with you. They won't feel a relationship with you. And if they don't feel a relationship with you, they won't buy your products. So that's what most farmers, most small business people are doing wrong, is they're talking about products and their farming practices instead of their customers' problem. All right. So coaching helps you. Even some farmers even like have doubt that that's even the problem. And if that's where you are, that's okay. If you doubt, like you're like, I don't think that's really the problem, totally fine. That's why we offer mindset coaching, because at a certain point, they're like, okay, I tried all the things, but I'm still broke. I'm finally ready to consider that maybe it's my mindset. And so then we do mindset coaching and it turns everything around. Okay, so what you've got to do in order to talk about your customers' problems is you got to know what they are. You got to ask them, what are they struggling with? Listen to them. When you're at the farmer's market, they're probably already telling you what their problems are. They're probably talking about it when they show up, like, oh, I'm here. I got to pick up 5 pounds of ground beef because I'm running late to this thing. And then I got to get my kids from this. And I just want to know, I want to just a source I can trust. So I always come to you, love shopping from you at the market. Though that is marketing gold. That little conversation that just like fell out of my mouth is something, an example of something someone might commonly say. And it is marketing gold. And what I mean by that is when you take their words and then you reflect those words back on your website or in your marketing, your social media posts, your emails, wherever it is you do those things, when you reflect that back to them, that's when they trust you. That's when they feel like you get them. And that's when they think, who is this farmer? Who is this person? How do they know me? I feel like they're reading my mind. I want to buy from them. That's what leads them to buy from you, is when you reflect their problems back to them. You comment, you mention their struggles, you mention what they're struggling with because you listened and they told you. And I give my clients 35 questions to ask their customers, not all the questions. They pick 1 or 2 or 3 questions and they get those problems and they keep a list of those problems. And then they talk about those problems in their marketing. And then people want to buy from you. Not only that, they're willing to pay whatever price you have to charge to be profitable, which includes whatever you have to charge to be able to pay yourself a paycheck and have money left over. So that's what we want to start shifting to, is in every email you write, every social media post you make, every page on your website, you've got to be talking about what your customer is struggling with. Are they short on time? Are they high on stress? Are they short on, is the economy getting them down right now? Do they not understand how to feed their family? Are they struggling to feed their family a healthy meal because they just don't understand what they can trust and what they can't trust? All of these things, these are the things you want to know about and be reflecting everywhere in your marketing. All right. So the shift you've got to make is you've got to stop describing your farm practices, stop describing your products, and instead start naming the problems your customer is already telling you they struggle with. When you start learning to listen to them, you will discover what these are and then showing them how your products are the solution to their problem. I'll give you an example here. All right. So instead of something like saying, we have pasture raised eggs, there might be a sign down by the road, pasture raised eggs. Instead of something like that, you say something like, tired of cracking open a pale, sad grocery store egg? Here's what breakfast looks like when it comes from hens that actually live outside. Or tired of feeding your family meat that your kids just shoved to the side of the plate because it has no flavor? We can help. Our grass-fed beef, your kids will love it. They'll clean their plates. They'll never complain again. All right. So each of those examples, we're talking to a different person, or a different person's, could be the same person, but different problem that person has. The more problems you can address in their lives, the more they'll want to buy your products. Or instead of get our fresh local dahlia bouquets, peony bouquets at the market this weekend, it's something like the 5 minutes that turns your whole kitchen table and your whole week into calm. Flowers every Saturday. All right. So that's for the woman who, there are so many studies that show how farm fresh flowers, for instance, can change our mood. So that's for the woman who's feeling stressed out, doesn't do anything for herself. She's spending all her time serving everybody else, because many of us as women, that's what we've been socialized to do. She just needs a break. She just needs to gather with like-minded people. If your website says fresh, local, chemical-free flowers for you to come pick, raised in the sunshine, that's not going to connect with her. But if you say, stop by our farm and let's meet, and you're going to take home a beautiful bouquet, and every time you look at it, you'll have this amazing sense of calm just wash over your body. Or all your stresses will lift away. So that's when you've listened to your customers, you know what they're struggling with, and then you learn how to frame your products in a way that is the solution to their problem. This is what I teach my clients to do. And in our farm, The Profitable Farmer, I give lots of times farmers are confused at first, like, I don't know how to do that. We give you your marketing at first that is specific to your farm. Okay. I will teach you how to do that. But now, because I've been teaching farmers for over 10 years, we actually give you your marketing so you can see it up front. You can see your products offering the solution to your customers' problems. You see it right in front of you in a document on a piece of paper, like, oh, this is how it works. You can start using that and then learning the process as you go. So here's how this figuring out how to speak to their problem and offer your product as the solution fixes the sold out and still broke problem that many farmers have. If you market by describing your farm, you're just one more farm in a sea of farms. Even if you're the only farm on your road or in your area, there's farms online everywhere. You're just one in a million. And you're describing the same products, the same practices that everyone else claims to have. So the only thing left is for a customer to compare by price. That's the only they're like they see all these farms that look so similar, so they're going to price shop. And that is going to do you in. If you just sound like every other farm because you're talking about your products, your farming practices, then it's a race to the bottom. You will have to get cheaper and cheaper to attract people because there's nothing that differentiates you. But I teach farmers how to differentiate themselves. The difference that makes the difference is when you name your customer's problem, and then your farm product is the obvious solution to that problem. And don't worry, I teach my clients exactly how to do that. 3 things happen. Price stops being an argument. Price does not matter when you're the solution to their problem. Then also the right customers find you. People find you because you're speaking their language. You're talking about the stressed out, overworked woman that can't get a healthy dinner on the table, for instance, or needs a bouquet of flowers to bring some joy and lightness to her life. Okay. The right customers find you when you speak their language. The third thing that happens when you market this way is they stay, they're reliable. They won't dare leave you, no matter that your prices have to go up every year, because let's face it, your costs will keep going up every year. And maybe the others around you keep their prices the same for 5 years. Your customers will stay and be very loyal. That's the difference between selling out at a price that keeps you broke or selling out at a price that finally pays you a paycheck and you have money left in an operations account on your farm at the end of the year. So this is what I help farmers do. Just know that. And at any time you can click, we have Farm Marketing Week coming up next week. That's why I'm going live 3 times a week leading up to that. You can comment masterclass. We'll send you the link to sign up for free. But here's a little thing you can do today to start shifting the way you think about your customers and their problems. Just take your last post you wrote and posted, or your last email, or read something on your website. All right. And read it back to yourself and just ask yourself, is this about me or my farm or my products? Or is this about my customer's problem? That's it. That's all you have to ask. Notice that in the last thing you wrote, whether it was a social media post, an email, or something on your website. Is it about you or is it about their problem? If it's about you, rewrite the first line so it names something that they actually struggle with. Like, are they struggling to feed their family a healthy dinner? Are they struggling to finish a workout without, running out of breath? Are they struggling to find calm in their busy life? What are they struggling with? Just name that first. So just rewrite the first sentence to talk about that thing they're struggling with. That one move will change how the post lands with them. It will engage them more. Just that one little thing. There's 100 other things I teach my clients to do, but that's where you can start. It's also going to start retraining your brain to think in a manner of serving your customers rather than taking money from them. It makes marketing easier when you think about this. Think about marketing that way, as you're there to solve their problems and your products are the solution to their struggles. Okay, so just know that this is the beginning of what I'm going live with next Friday, June 12th. I'm going live 6 different times, helping farmers with their marketing, offering website reviews, giving feedback, things you can change right now to get more profitable. Okay. We're talking about, are you feeling greedy or guilty charging what your products are worth? We're going to talk about all the things, all the challenges you have in marketing your products. Okay. And it's Farm Marketing Week. If you comment Masterclass, you'll get an invitation free. You can sign up and you'll be able to attend every session free. They're recorded if you can't make them too. Okay. So just make sure you comment and sign up for free Farm Marketing Week, and we will change your life. Not kidding. It will. It'll be life-changing. All right. That's it for now. Thank you everyone for being here. What a fun, and have a great week. It's just Monday. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end this, and I'll see you again. I'm going to be live all week talking about little things that can help shift with how you make money and whether you make money on your farm or not, starting with what we started with today. Learn to talk about your customers' problems, and you are the solution to it, and it will change everything. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.